Hey players, it's the Josh, and I'm here with TotallyTanja.
Hey guys!
So today we're going to talk to you guys and give you a step-by-step process on how to be happy. I got a lot of good advice on that, and Tanya has a lot of great advice, which you're going to hear right after this.
This is the Josh Speaks. You're watching the Josh Speaks.
The first step in being happy is to be able to practice mindfulness every single day. Mindfulness is pretty much allowing yourself to detach from the thoughts and all the things that kind of run through your heads, the thinking about the future and thinking about the past, and just kind of living in this moment right now. How do you practice mindfulness like every day?
The way I feel about it is you can basically control your brain. You can think you want to be happy and you'll be happy. You can think I want to be sad and lie in bed and eat ice cream. You'll be sad, you'll lie in bed and you will eat ice cream. I think it has to do a lot with controlling your thoughts, like trying to stay positive.
A lot of what you feel emotionally, you can kind of guide that. You know, if you want to feel happy, you can guide yourself to be happy. But if you're upset and you choose to just stay in that, maybe secluding yourself from people and just locking yourself away where your mind is just running over and over and over, then you're not doing anything to pull yourself out of anger or being upset. You're gonna stay in there. So that's a choice.
Live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
Enjoy yourself and be happy.
The next step in being happy is to be open with your feelings. You know, we're kind of ego-driven sometimes, where if someone does something to wrong us, you know, we kind of want to stay stuck in that state, like, oh, they did something to piss me off, well, I'm gonna be angry until, you know, just to prove to them that they didn't beat me or win. I mean, have you ever had an experience where you opened up emotionally and kind of like you were afraid that you were gonna get rejected or hurt?
In high school back in Germany, there was this one guy I really liked, and I told someone that I really like this guy, and that someone told it basically to the whole class, and then everyone was laughing at me, which was not so nice. So I guess from that experience I kind of like shut myself in, but it's not good at all, because if you keep everything in, at some point there will be a big explosion, and you don't want that to happen, because that can basically destroy everything you've worked for. Just by telling people how you feel, you can just evade so many complications.
Just being aware of, you know, like, hey, okay, that's something that sucks and it makes me sad, but I'm okay talking about, hey, that's an experience that made me sad. Not shying away or hiding the experience. It's like it's part of who you are, you know? It helps shape you in your development.
And you will grow from those experiences.
Telling people you're okay is probably the worst thing you can do if you're not okay, because what you're doing is you're kind of shutting yourself off from people reaching out to you and helping you. Have you ever been afraid of asking for help?
When I had anorexia a while back, at some point I realized that there was a problem, but I still kind of tried to deny it and didn't want to accept help. But at some point you just have to ask for help. You can't do everything on your own. You always need people to help you. And it's just natural. It's like we need to interact with each other.
People need people. It's just
people need people.
It's the way things are.
Love for everyone!
The next step in being happy is don't take yourself too seriously. We never want to look bad. We never want to look like we're wrong or that we made a mistake, and we kind of take ourselves too seriously with that. If you think, you know, you want to follow something and do what's in your heart because it's going to make you happy, and it doesn't work out and it falls flat on your face, it's not a mistake. It's a learning process. So part of being happy is don't take yourself too seriously. When you make a mistake, understand that that's normal and that's okay.
I took guitar lessons basically for 6 years because I thought it would make my parents happy. But it didn't make me happy. It made me happy like the first 2 years. I don't want to take lessons again, but I did at one point, and my parents were like, hey, it's totally okay. If this doesn't make you happy, why do it? And I was so surprised. I thought my parents would be so angry with me, but then they were like, no, this is like actually, it's a good thing. If it makes you happy, then you shouldn't do it.
And one of the most important parts, I think, in being happy is not to try to create the real you, but to find the real you. Every step of the way, every time you accomplish a new task, every time you do something and check something off your list, are you simply going through that list because it's there, or are you doing it stopping after each single one and really just appreciating that moment? You know, so for you, do you feel like you're kind of like run and gun, you're doing things non-stop?
Oh yes, because I mean, we live in New York, so everything is like Okay, we have to do it right now and on the spot. What does this mean to you? Live in the moment, really. It's just take a moment, relax, breathe, listen to your heartbeat, appreciate everything you've done, and just let go of everything that makes you feel bad.
One thing that I find really interesting is that Buddhists will spend hours upon hours drawing these huge, elaborate designs. If they draw it on the beach, they'll sit there and they'll watch as the tide kind of washes it all away. They're able to pull away and allow nature to kind of go back to its restoration. If you can learn to understand that attachment isn't nothing, it's no thing, you're not attached to anything, then you can simply just be. And once you learn to be, you will learn to be happy.
That's the secret to happiness.
So what do you guys want to start doing that's going to help you be happy? What's one step that you want to take starting today to get on that process? Leave your comments below so we can talk about it. So now that you guys have the steps on how to be happy, aren't you curious what happiness is? Well, don't worry. You can head over to Tanya's video. Just click on her face right there. It's gonna link to her video where we sit and discuss what it means to actually be happy. As always, guys, love and peace. Oh, you did it. Yeah. Huge thanks to Totally Tanya for being in this video. I couldn't have done it without her.
It's a pleasure.
Now she's gonna tell you what she does on her channel.
So I do lots of fun videos like challenges and tags, and sometimes I talk about stuff that's important to me, like what makes you beautiful, which is very closely related to what we're talking about now. Sometimes I also dress up as Cinderella, which is kind of curious. I love Disney, and if you love Disney and if you want to know more about me, just click on my face and go to my channel, and yeah, let's be friends.